like an episode ago, maybe 2, they were like super suspicious because he wasn't affected by the aliens.
It was
anymore.
literally last episode.
Was it last episode? Yeah. They were like, hey man, how come you're not affected by the aliens anymore? And he's like, I don't know. And now with this episode, he's like, I'm deeply connected to the aliens. Like, what the fuck?
I have a safe space I go to
Like,
in there. What time I go in
What?
there.
He's like, I know where I'm going and I know where the map is. Like, dude, what are you talking about?
Oh, and they actually showed us the map of the
It's
hive mind
nonsense.
consciousness.
It's just
Some hedge maze.
He's like, if you've never been there, it will mean nothing to you. F you. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Salty Your Podcast covers the worst show on Apple TV, Invasion. We are at the second to last. I'm not going to say it.
Penultimate
God
episode.
damn it, man.
There's no booze today, so the game doesn't matter.
Just drink something.
Don't ruin it.
Fiji.
Fiji
we're
water,
We're gonna play the
fine.
drinking game with Fiji.
I'm
Sure.
not drinking to this show.
No, I'm not either.
It's just not going to happen.
I drank while I watched
It doesn't
this show.
deserve it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I don't like the show. It's continually disappointing. Nothing's improved. Nothing makes sense.
Jude was more happy about she created a new cocktail that she really liked.
Really good.
Was it that whiskey one you showed
Yeah.
me?
And,
Yeah.
and instead of watching the episode, she was just like, "Oh, this is so good! I
Yeah.
should make another
Yeah.
one. I should write down the recipe."
Yeah, I'm in the mode where I don't have any care at all. It's like we're recording a day early, and you really screwed me up this week because usually I watch our movie and the show today. So
Yeah, Monday.
right? And so this week, the 18-hour-long movie plus this shitty show, it was just encapsulated my whole week. Anytime I had.
Well, the good news is
But-
that there's only one more episode left.
Well, the good news
Huzzah.
was I got into bed last night. And I'm like, shit, I gotta watch Invasion.
Did you fall asleep?
No,
Oh.
but I got into bed and I turned Apple TV on, and the first thing I did was I pushed pause, and I went, oh, thank God.
It was
only,
a short
it's
one.
only 43 minutes long. And that was before I did the stuff you could skip in the credits.
Yeah.
So in reality, it's about
Half
Yeah.
hour.
35
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
So it was an easy one to get through. But man, if it had been another 55, 60-minute one, I probably wouldn't have made it. So, and I barely made it this time because I play with my phone most of the time. I was on Twitter for 3/4 of this episode.
Hey, do you remember that giant gash in that dude's leg?
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
That was yesterday.
I was like,
Yeah, the life
Literally
threatening
She was a
before-
really
yeah.
good doctor in the before times.
Yeah.
I'm a really good doctor.
Yeah.
I keep looking for it. I'm like,
And
are they
apparently
is he gonna
still,
limp or anything?
Some other guy wrote that episode.
still apparently the United States military are the most poorly trained people on the planet. So
Awful.
it's the worst. But whatever. We'll get there.
Also, the strategy used by the movement in this episode was confusing as hell.
It was very strange.
It was like, let's throw grenades around.
Well, we don't want to kill anybody.
Let's get into it.
Are we going to tell everyone about our finale review?
Very excited to announce.
That is the light at the end of the tunnel for me.
Really kind of is.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me, okay, cool. We can actually have some fun next week.
Yeah.
So joining us for our season finale, the man himself, Schmidt from Schmitty Snippets. Right? Is that how you say it?
Schmitty's Snippets.
Smitty's Snippets.
Schmitty's Snippets.
No schmeh. It's not Jewish.
Just Smitty.
Schmitty.
Schmitty's make bagel schmears and some snippets.
Anyway, he's going to be joining us for our episode 10 review.
Yeah.
Which I'm very looking forward to because as entertaining as you all think our reviews are, I feel like his reviews are very entertaining.
I feel seen.
Yeah. Because all the things that I'm thinking, he says, and I'm like, thank you.
I wish he was in studio.
Oh, God, that'd be great.
I'd bring snacks.
Very comedic. Great dude. Very nice. He was on the Saturday show with you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. It was good to see him there. But he'll be joining us for this horrendous season finale where we all get together and kind of
claw our faces off.
just like it's like Misery Loves Company.
The five people in the planet who watch this show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're going to get together and talk about it.
Yeah. There's literally no other reviews of this show.
Although
besides us.
Smitty told us something very disturbing on Saturday.
What?
He said that Invasion is the 4th most watched
This is
series
true.
on Apple TV, and that he thinks that it's going to get a 3rd season.
Yeah. Well, good for it.
Wait, hold on.
But I'm
the
not watching.
4th most watched? What are the what's the
I mean,
runner?
they still got stuff like C on the list, dude. So it's competition is.
I mean,
nothing.
like Ted Lasso is obviously probably
It's
number
number
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
actually.
Ted Lasso, the morning shows. Anybody watch the morning show?
Anything that's new on Apple TV is going to be in the top 5. Anything that's releasing new episodes is going to be in the
But
top
I think
5.
Invasion's cheap enough to make where Apple might be like, well, it's got
Yeah,
a
because
big
there's
enough
no
audience.
actual aliens in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to tweet Apple. So do not.
Stop.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Stop
it right
wasting your money.
now. Doing it right now.
Yeah.
Tag
Live
Simon
tweet.
Kinberg in it.
Yeah. Tag. Hey, this show sucks,
Yeah.
and it costs $100 million to make. Please stop.
Dear at Apple.
Check out some YouTubers that are putting out original
TV.
content that's actually good.
Yeah.
Stop making
Please,
this shit.
for the love of God, do
Can I put
not,
text on the screen when he says that? Just like live tweet it.
do
I
not
bet you I can.
Probably.
give that horrendous,
Ooh, that's the thesaurus.
Ooh,
Ding.
he's doing it.
vile,
Oh, another one.
blood clot.
Hard butter of a show.
It is the hard butter of TV. Yeah.
Oh man.
A series you call Invasion.
This is the slowest tweet ever written.
This is how I do it. A 3rd season. Curse you to hell if you do so. Much love
Best
to the
wishes.
salty nerds.
May you have the day you deserve.
Sent.
Oh, I spelled curse. I got to fix the
Oh, Jesus.
autocorrect.
All right. While we're waiting on
Okay.
that, Kadish, take it away, sir. What happens in this episode?
All right. So this is the penultimate episode of season 2, entitled Breakthrough. And for those of you who don't know, penultimate means second to last. And typically, you want to save all your best stuff for this episode
Holy
because it's
crap.
leading into the big finale, and you want people to tune in for the finale. We did not get that with this episode.
They didn't know that.
In fact, it's the shortest episode of the season, as Vader pointed out. And because very little actually happened this episode, we're doing another speed round.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, was I
Nice.
the only one excited for that? Sorry, I
Yeah.
overreacted.
Post.
Huzzah!
There's sent
All right, man. Yeah, that sounds cool.
Oh, yeah, it's
Whatever you want to do,
Sweet,
though.
man. Sweet.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. All right. So here's the episode in a nutshell.
All right.
Casper outs Monty for liking discount Zendaya, then goes back to having a seizure so he can connect with the alien hive mind. The movement apparently kidnapped the army corporal who was voted into his position, along with an army transport truck in order to break into the super secret military base in Oklahoma, which everyone apparently knows about. As the movement distracts the highly trained U.S. Army soldiers, Anisha once again abandons her child and sneaks into the base with Dollhouse, where she finds Trevante and Rose. Trevante convinces Anisha that he can lead her to Sarah. And no sooner than he is released does this highly trained Navy SEAL get spotted by some guards and a firefight breaks out. Anisha then sees Sarah, and her plan becomes shoot at some lights and grab her daughter and get captured immediately. Brilliant. Meanwhile, the World Defense Organization realizes that the aliens, who had invisible ships all this time, are invisible too, and there's no such thing as alien-free zones on the planet. Then they refuse to share this information about the 8 epicenters of alien activity with the one base that's made any progress in figuring out the aliens because Maya is a bitch that nobody likes. But don't worry, Mitsuki is out in the magical forest and somehow connects to the alien hive mind where she meets Casper. And they both realize that the center of the alien hive consciousness is the big fucking mothership that's been in the sky this entire time. Oh my fucking God. The biggest alien ship orbiting the planet is the thing controlling all the aliens?
What?
What a revelation. Plot twist.
God.
Who could have fucking seen that coming? What a breakthrough. Hence the name of the penultimate episode and the worst penultimate episode ever. And also Jim Bell Tyson's still dead.
Yay. The end. Thank you, everybody. Let's go. Let's talk about
Cheers.
something else. Man, I don't even know where to start with this.
Can we talk about the military strategy of entering the base?
Okay, we can't.
Yeah.
But first off, where did they get the bus and the uniforms? And where did they capture the guy that they had at gunpoint?
No.
And all this stuff.
No.
I mean, I don't get it.
I want to know. In that vein, where did they find a military outfit that fit her 12-year-old son
Perfectly.
perfectly?
Well, he's 27.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah,
That's a man.
somebody's gonna correct me in the comments. Actually, he's 16. Actually, I looked it up.
I laughed when I saw that because he's wearing like an outfit. Now, if the show took any time whatsoever, they'd be like, let's put him in like a slightly oversized outfit because he's a kid and he's wearing somebody else's uniform that they presumably either left naked or killed.
Oh yeah, or just not bother and have him hide.
I thought it was cool that literally everybody in the resistance or the movement or whatever the fuck they're
All
called,
40 people?
they found perfectly matching uniforms for everybody in there.
Oh, yeah. They
So what happened was they took a vote and now they're the military.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when we were watching this episode, I was asking the same questions Vader
Yeah.
was. So first of all, they're camping out inside a natural history museum at the beginning of the episode.
Sure.
So I don't know why they pitched tents inside.
I said the same thing. I'm like, why is she in a tent?
Well, they had them on set, so they were like, I mean, we got to use them, right?
Well,
This
you
is
got
what people do
You
with
got to
it.
protect yourself from the books, from the library, okay? Because they might. Fall
you
off
guys,
the
there's
shelf.
dinosaurs in here.
A little bit of privacy goes a long way.
Yeah, but so here's the thing, right? So that military base that they took over that had been abandoned by the military, I guess, where they voted the corporal to be their commanding officer. So at the end of that episode, they're seen driving off with like, Humvees and stuff like that. So basically they took that transport that they were in, and apparently they also kidnapped the corporal to drive the transport in order to get them into the base. But I'm like, wouldn't the soldiers that they left behind like radio ahead or something like warn the
They put duct
military?
tape over their mouths.
Yeah, there's no electricity.
But apparently they kidnapped that one guy that they were about to torture and forced him to like.
You're
sneak
driving.
them in. Yeah.
Yeah, you're driving now for 8 hours
And I'm gonna have a gun next to you.
next to your kidney.
Next to your kidney.
Like,
the whole
what
time.
are they going
Get
to
out of
do? What are they going
Come
to do?
on.
If the guy's like, hey, I'm being held hostage, you're going to shoot him in the kidney?
Why didn't
Really?
he just wink?
Yeah.
Wink at the guy.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, don't worry
SOS.
about No, the guys in the back, they all lost their IDs except
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Stolen. I still have mine because it wasn't on me when they raided us.
It's-
Yeah.
no,
Especially the little
stra-
girl one.
the
in this
strategy
extra
was-
small uniform.
The strategy was so like they all look like U.S. Army soldiers, but they're going to go through the cornfield and start throwing grenades in order to distract the soldiers away from the entrance to the
Oh my God.
yeah, they
military
all got
compound.
access. They were like, take your guys in there. Go ahead. Like, they could have just drove up.
Yeah.
But no, we're going to throw a bunch of grenades over here,
Uh-huh.
almost killing a handful of people. Like, that grenade.
All the corn they sacrificed.
Man, the crows that were flying around in figure eights
No,
up
but-
in the sky.
That doesn't mean anything. But they seriously though, they were like just throwing grenades anywhere and everywhere,
What?
and one of them almost hit like a whole crew of soldiers, and they were like, "Oh shit!"
Urgh.
But I'm like, "Are you drawing them towards you? What's the?"
I think they were trying to draw them away from the base.
Sure.
They didn't want to actually hurt anybody. Thus, the throwing the grenades, the making the noise, and the shooting the lights, and the
And
You know.
I gotta say, this is a very different
wasn't
movement
thought
than
out.
what we saw at the end of season 1,
Right.
where they killed piece of shit.
where they
Oh,
murdered
yeah.
piece of
They were
shit.
trying to steal the alien artifact, and
That was a
all this
different
other
movement.
stuff.
That was the bowel movements. These are the nicer movements.
Yeah, it's the Canadian movement.
The
and,
Canadian
and
movements,
also
yeah.
like the scene in the Natural History Museum where Anisha is talking to Dollhouse. Like you get the sense, like I was watching that thing and I was like, why is Dollhouse like so enamored with her? Like there was no buildup of this relationship. Like Dollhouse has always just been simping for Anisha since like the moment they met. It didn't come off as authentic at all.
Well,
Dollhouse
she
is-
once was a line cook,
Dollhouse is
and that's hot.
He's from Canada, right?
Yeah,
British
presumably.
Columbia.
Does he have like Logan's healing factor? Is that a Canadian thing?
He's fine. There's some
Rub
maple
some
syrup.
maple syrup
Put
on
some
it.
maple syrup in it. It's fine.
They've literally forgotten.
They
that.
forgot.
His leg got
He
cut
doesn't
off,
even
like
have a
48
limp.
hours ago.
Doesn't even have a limp.
It's ridiculous.
I was like, at least have him like kind of hobbling around.
Yeah.
This
Nope.
is a wound so bad that if they didn't treat it immediately, he would have died.
He had to put a tourniquet on it, like because it got just destroyed.
It was like an inch from his artery.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
I don't
That's
even,
gonna need a stitch. Put a stitch in it.
I don't even care. I just think
Put a
it's funny.
Canadian stitch
Put
in
a
there.
Canadian stitch in it.
Oh, I
eh?
just fried.
Oh, hey, you know,
I don't know how you do it. How do you do that? I don't know. It's totally fine.
It's
Just-
totally
I
fine.
can't. My jaw hurts.
Yeah,
right
you know,
now.
we have the healing factor up here. in
Oh,
Canada.
yeah,
We have super healers.
Hey, you know that Tim Hortons will do a thing for
He's
you.
doing it
You
really
know what
good.
I mean?
It's the maple syrup
Yeah,
and the beer.
that's the way to go.
Syrup and beer makes you heal really fast. It's
Turn it into a salve.
Yeah, just mix it with some salt.
Yeah,
and you rub it on the wound.
You'd be like, who told you to put the bomb on? I didn't tell you to put the bomb on.
Make it a bomb.
Make it a bomb. You know what a bomb does?
I love that episode.
Me too. Oh shit.
So what you do is you put the belt on it.
Yeah. That's fine.
Put a stitch in it. Put the bomb. Drink the beer and the syrup. Good. Okay. Wait, what are we doing?
Canadian mist is a hell of a drug.
Anyway, yeah, the strategy for entering this encampment was strange, to say the least.
Well, they
But
just drove up to the gate.
my favorite part
Faked
came.
them out.
My favorite part came was when they actually got into the bunker, and they if I remember correctly, and I might have not been paying attention, so you can correct me if I haven't, but they took a badge off of just a normal
Some dude.
infantry dude.
Yeah.
Wasn't anybody important, wasn't the general, wasn't anything. That literally unlocked every fucking door
Well, don't you
in
know?
the base.
That everybody has access to everything in today's modern
Equal
army.
access.
Yeah.
Because that's what's fair.
Because that's what the plot needed.
I can't even do that at my job.
I'm like,
My-
and every door they swiped and unlocked, they all had keypads. So it'd be like, bloop, and then they didn't have to put in a keypad because they were like, well, I have the all unlocked
the
keys.
Just in
keypads-
case you forget your badge,
Oh,
you
yeah,
want
yeah.
to just type in the key.
Yeah,
That-
it's
that's
We
1, 2,
want to
3,
make it
4.
really easy for you.
Yeah, the code is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just type that in
Yep.
and you'll get access to everything.
That's it.
Totally fine.
What killed me is like, so as Dollhouse and Anisha are making their way through this secret military underground bunker, I'm sitting there and I'm like, they built all this in 4 months?
Yeah.
4 months.
The same time they were laying the cement structures for the giant loophole.
It's an underground bunker. It's
huge.
huge.
It's not a bunker.
It's a
It's a
facility.
fucking base. It's like Raccoon City underneath.
It's got
there.
water
Yeah,
and
it's
power
ridiculous.
and all types of
Yeah,
shit.
where's the power coming from? The city?
I guess.
I don't understand how electricity works in this show because sometimes they're in a post-apocalyptic place,
Yeah.
staying in tents inside of mystery museums,
Uh-huh.
and other times they're in full-fledged powered military bases with.
It just magically appeared in the
It's
cornfield.
just like what?
What killed me is the woman king in this episode talked about how food's running out,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, we literally a couple episodes ago saw people at a barbecue,
Uh-huh.
like just
There's a whole field of corn out there.
yeah,
What do you
Just a
mean you
couple
don't have
days
any
ago.
food?
like
Well, it might be seed corn or feed corn.
nothing here makes any sense because like they keep saying like how bad things are, but like we don't see.
It seems fine.
Yeah, like it just seems like a little inconvenience,
There's
right?
just some.
Yeah.
There's just some giant things in the sky. No big deal.
Oh, we got to talk about
Alien
the
brain bugs. No big
We
deal.
gotta-
Whatever.
We've got to talk about the goddamn giant floating city.
Oh, we will.
Before
Okay.
we do,
Yeah.
I'd just like to say thank God Rose found Billy.
Yeah.
So she can serve him divorce papers?
Right.
Yeah.
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 Hey, I need you to sign this.
Wake up, shithead.
Oh, yeah. That's right. We rescued Devontae. Everybody got to meet together for the first time ever this episode.
Sort
Right.
of. But what's funny about this is that so Anisha comes across Trevante,
Mhm.
and he convinces her he knows where Sarah is. Let us out, and then he convinces her to give him a gun.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm an expert
Yeah.
Navy SEAL sniper, and
I'm the best shooter you've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm the best.
Yeah.
I'm the best.
Oh my
shooter.
God, that's right. He's like, give me the
I
fucking
did.
gun, lady.
I'm a Navy SEAL.
I'm a
I
way
did,
better shot than you are.
I did
And then-
4 tours.
And then
Did 4 tours in Nam. I'm the best. A great shot.
and then the show
If you
does
want to live, you
something.
got to give me the gun.
The show does something creative, and they go into first person mode.
Yeah,
Just to show you,
video game mode.
how good of a shot Trevante is, because he shoots a light and then a steam pipe
Well, yeah.
that completely knocks the 2 guys that were shooting at them out.
Would freak me out.
Good job, show.
He shoots one bullet and it kills both guys.
Yeah.
Well, nobody
It's like-
got killed. There's nobody
I
got
was-
shot.
No,
This is-
nobody
being
died.
sarcastic.
And I especially love it when she finds Sarah and she's like, she's got the gun, and she's got a pistol at this point because
Yeah,
I think
and
she gave
she's
the
all
gun to
like
the other guy.
speaking in Hindu or whatever.
Right? And then she's like, I got to get her out of here. And there's this big spiral staircase that they're all around. So she shoots a light, and the very well-trained military
Uh-huh.
guys all scatter.
Yeah.
She grabs her daughter, and then,
Runs up the stairs.
assuming that physics work, she has to carry her daughter up the spiral staircase. while the other guys just watch.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, oh, there she
Oh,
goes.
well, she's gone now.
Because
Oh.
they know their homies are up there waiting for her.
Yeah, like the moment she emerges from the secret military bunker, all the people that were supposed to be distracted in the cornfield are there.
They're back.
Obviously.
To capture her.
Yeah, they're back.
But what was crazy is like, so as Anisha is trying to rescue Sarah, Travante and Rose go to the area where they're holding all like the
Survivors,
kidnapped
yeah.
people, like abducted people, and they find Billy, and Billy's just sitting there looking like completely drugged out.
He's
and,
like-
and yeah, no. The minute that Rose recognizes him and walks up, Jude and I were like, sign the divorce papers.
Yeah. Just take his hand and just be like,
Uh-huh.
It's like, sorry,
Travante,
Billy.
you're my witness.
Yeah.
Sorry, Billy. I'm with Travante now.
But wouldn't you think like, so as soon as Anisha grabs Sarah, you'd think that she'd fall back to meet up with like her people, and then
Nah, fuck 'em.
they could like kind of negotiate their way out or something like that.
Well, she can't go back to what's Walgreens? What's his name?
Dollface.
Dollhouse.
Walgreens. I don't want to because he should be hobbling really hard for him to keep up with her at this point, right?
where did he go?
No, he's
He
probably-
was with Travante.
Why did she leave her son behind again?
Again.
Well, he's okay.
Because she hates her kids.
Yeah, he doesn't matter. It's all about
Yeah,
Sarah.
she's like, he's the only one who didn't have a bulletproof vest on too. I think she's trying to kill her kid.
She only likes her kids when her kids are missing.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Also, what was it? Ketchup Girl and
Yeah.
Piece of Shit Junior needed some quality time
Yeah.
together.
She wasn't even in this episode.
No, she was.
She was?
Yeah. No, she was in one of the military outfits, and she
Oh, they
was
had
talking,
an outfit that fit her too?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
and she was talking to her dad.
Uh-huh.
It was a crop
Wow.
top for teens.
All right, all right.
Did we talk? I'm sorry, I spaced out. Did you guys talk about how Travante was like fucking Sherlock Holmes for a minute there?
No.
Oh, dude. So he's still in the cage. We're going to rewind a little bit. He's in the cage, right? And she comes out there and she's like, who are you? She's all super suspicious of the people in the
Oh,
jail.
Travante Jones.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
about
Super
like
soldier.
and he's
pants.
like, I know you're not military.
Your boots are blows too low. Who are you?
Fuck you,
Yeah.
dude.
Fuck
boots-
you real hard.
What?
Your boots aren't tight.
And he's got
correctly.
this smug look on his face, like he's hot shit. Like, dude, what? It's the apocalypse.
You know what? You
Could
can
it be
stay
that-
in jail if you're going to criticize my outfit.
Right? Yeah, I know you're not in the military because your pants aren't tucked in. Fuck
Your,
you.
your shoes aren't regulation. Fuck off.
you.
It's the apocalypse, bro.
Yeah, dude.
It's not the apocalypse. Apocalypse. It's the alien invasion. Invasion.
Is there a difference
Well, yeah.
between the apocalypse and the invasion?
Well, yeah.
Isn't
we're,
that
we're gonna cancel the apocalypse, right?
gonna cancel the apocalypse? We should watch that movie.
We
No.
should.
Yeah.
We should. We should
Yeah.
review it. Yeah.
That'd be great.
Listen, 5-hour long.
listen,
80-year-old movie.
listen.
I'm upset.
I don't
Shining
want to hear
boy.
any more shit out of you. This for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about the show.
Gonna talk about Casper?
Casper.
Oh, Casper.
Did he do anything this episode?
He got real catty.
He was
with
like,
Monty.
She should know you want to fuck her.
Listen,
Yeah.
Monty is still my favorite character in the show.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's a real low bar,
Yeah.
granted.
Monty.
But Monty's saying some truth bombs. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, dickhead, I like her. I don't want her to die.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? You want to kill her? Asshole?
Just wants to make out with her.
Pff, sure, man, get your thing. You know, his dad's a freak.
Zendaya can't decide who she likes.
Yeah.
Go back to the fuck palace and have some fun. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But
go.
I mean, it's
Go
the,
that
it's
swing.
the end of the world.
Also, apparently, Casper can just have seizures on
On command now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
All
drops
right.
into
Wait,
seizure
doesn't-
mode.
Was it?
He's a mutant.
Hold on a second. Like an episode ago, maybe two,
Uh-huh.
they were like super suspicious because he wasn't affected by the aliens
It was
anymore.
literally last episode.
Was it last episode?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, hey, man, how come you're not affected by the aliens anymore? And he's like, I don't know. And now with this episode, he's like, I'm deeply connected to the aliens. Like, what the fuck?
I have a safe space I go to
Like,
in there. What time I go in
What?
there.
He's like, I know where I'm going and I know where the map is. Like, dude, what are you talking about?
Oh, and they actually showed us the map of the
It's
hive mind
nonsense.
consciousness.
It's just
Some hedge maze.
he's like, if you've never been there, it will mean nothing to you. Fuck you.
I feel like that should have been Charlie Day with his conspiracy
God
map.
damn it, dude. It was not. The picture looks like just squiggles. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Like, it doesn't look like a maze.
I need some more purple.
Oh, why? Why does it need purple and pink when we later on in this episode when we actually go there, it's all just like blue lightning. There's no colors. What the fuck is this show talking about?
And also, like when Casper first comes out of his first coma of the episode, he's like, the aliens were there and they were fighting me. And then like at the end of the episode, it's like, where are the aliens again?
It's fine. It's just it's like the hedge maze in The Shining.
Does the
I could-
hive mind have like a pinkish hue?
I wish I could remember the lines because I do the thing with Jude where she could play Mitsuki.
Oh.
And I could go, are you real? I don't know. Are you real?
I'm totally real.
I'm totally real.
He's got his hair in his face and he's like, totally real.
I just
Where
got
are
off my
we?
shift at Abercrombie.
Yeah.
Are you real?
What else would I be?
Hey.
Well, you want to talk about Mitsuki's storyline?
Yeah, let's do Mitsuki and the glowy forest of Neverwhere.
Yeah, where the fuck was that?
Who the fuck knows, dude? There's just
Like, was that in her mind?
it's
or?
like Narnia or Pandora or something.
Yeah, I was like, they don't explain it right away. I was like,
No.
where is she? That's not the same forest that Maya was running through.
It's the Amazon.
Yeah, it's the Amazon.
And I was
It's
like,
all-
is this in her brain?
I don't know.
But it's infected with
But-
alien spores now.
But at the
Everything's
end,
green and glowy.
Maya's holding Mitsuki in the magical forest. Like,
Yeah.
like it's the same place.
She went out through the light path where they have all the torch things set up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Why
she
is
just-
it gold?
And she went off the path, and she found the glowy things, and she like, I'm going to connect with the hive mind through the glowy things because everything's connected. And then she like went into a trance and found Monty or Casper. whatever his
Casper.
name
Is this what's happening when the aliens are terraforming the planet? Because it
Yeah.
doesn't look bad.
Yeah, they're
It
terrifying.
looks pretty cool.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
It's very glowy.
It looks
very Avatar.
magical.
But I don't know if it's real or if it's in her head because they don't explain that.
Mm-hmm.
They also like, oh,
They don't know either, dude.
don't worry
Just be
about
real.
don't worry about the light bright butthole that died last episode. That doesn't matter anymore.
Totally fine.
Now there's another way you can get into the
Yeah.
hive mind.
Yeah.
And it's through the roots.
Yeah, that portal closing had made
Nothing.
no difference.
Doesn't that whole thing with the portal in the butthole?
In fact, it just made it easier for us to connect psychically now
Holy shit.
instead of going through the butthole.
The entire
Season.
butthole storyline means
Nothing.
nothing. Just a big old
Nothing.
fart.
Big old fart in the wind. Queef. Big old queef in the wind.
But if it hadn't been for the butthole, we wouldn't know about the click clacks
Oh,
and the Morse code.
That doesn't matter anyway.
The click clacks.
Because they're not using that information to get any closer to the aliens. Nothing.
Yeah.
If they go into the alien hive mind and they hear a bunch of clicks and Mitsuki's like, oh, they're saying turn left. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. It like nothing in the oh my God, nothing in the show matters.
Nothing
I mean,
really matters.
They forget plot points from 3 episodes ago. They don't.
They drag storylines
They
out.
set stuff. They set stuff up and don't finish them. They finish things that they never set up. They forget things that they did. They're completely inconsistent in everything that they do with this show. It's ridiculous.
The crazy thing, and I think Jude fell asleep by this point.
I did fall asleep.
I don't blame you.
So like Mitsuki enters the alien consciousness. I guess she was guided there by Hinata in some way, shape, or form. But Casper's there, and Casper and Mitsuki meet for the first time.
Yeah.
And the dialogue exchange here is so painful. They're like, "Are you real?" And instead of Casper saying yes, he's just like,
Oh, he's like super cryptic about it?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just shut the fuck up, dude. Just say yes.
Yeah. And I think that they're both a little bit suspicious of each other at first, but like they've been kind of like flirting with like meeting these two characters for like the entire season. But then like they come to the revelation that like the hedge maze, as you put it,
Yeah.
is the connected alien consciousness. And then they look up and they see, the
Aspire.
well, it's basically the shape of the alien mothership
Right.
that has been in the horizon since like the end of season
Season
one.
The giant space uterus in space.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, you mean to tell me that the alien mothership is where all the aliens communicate from?
No way.
What?
That's your big reveal.
Yeah, that's your big breakthrough. It's like, why hasn't the military been shooting nukes at that thing the whole time, right? Because like it's hard to miss that one. Like they could just Independence Day it, just like fucking fly a space shuttle up there.
Hello, boys.
Yeah.
I'm back.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Off the coast of Florida. Right there. The whole time. And they're like, oh my God.
Like, it'll probably end up fucking up Florida, but Florida was fucked up anyway.
It's fine. It'll just be underwater. There's too many crocodiles there anyway.
I mean, everything should be underwater anyway from the water displacement for the giant motherships. 90
That have
Mhm.
fallen, yeah, and the nuclear holocaust.
There was no
I mean,
tidal waves or nothing, man.
the Earth is a disaster, but we still have power and we still have Wi-Fi because we can
There's
FaceTime the king woman president lady
There's that
anytime we
giant,
want.
There's that giant space beam coming out of the center of the planet.
Huh?
Oh wait, different story.
Oh, okay. I'm like, did I fall asleep during something? Maybe. I don't know. It's very frustrating. This show is very frustrating.
I think the same people who wrote this show wrote Eternals. That would make sense. That
Oh, yeah.
would make way sense. Did Kinberg have anything to do with the MCU?
Well, he did Dark Phoenix, the X-Men movie.
Mm.
The dude's a hack.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Yeah.
And he wants 2 more seasons.
No.
Just to get to the actual invasion part.
Yeah, what's this supposed to be? The pre-war or something?
So in the first season was like the setup,
Uh-huh.
and then this season is the start of the invasion.
Okay. Obviously.
Yeah. And what kills me is like, so there was this big moment with the World Defense Coalition where they're like, wait a minute, the aliens are invisible. And like we saw in the very first scene of season 1, where like that alien sneezer crash lands in the desert.
Yeah.
And
He's,
it's
like, cloaked.
invisible. Yeah.
Yeah. We knew that.
Yeah. And like also Mitsuki revealed that the cloaking field happened with like the tripod like
Yeah.
stuff. So like, why is this a big revelation that the aliens can be invisible?
Because they forgot.
But they just remembered.
Well, they also forgot that they could turn the cloaking thing off with the frequency that they learned. And they used it once and then blew up a bunch of ships. And then they were like, well, that was a one-time thing.
Yeah.
And also nothing came of that apparently, except now that we got the dog walkers instead of the fridge crawlers.
No more sneezers.
Yeah, what happened to the sneezers? Why aren't there sneezers just running around like sneezing on people and like killing them all?
I have to sneeze really bad right now.
And like what happened to all like the tripods that could be there and like basically just be like sending out like shock fields that like destroy square miles of stuff?
There are no answers to any questions. None. What's the hedge maze? I don't know. Why does nobody shoot down the mothership? I don't know.
Why are you running through a cornfield, throwing grenades and shooting guns?
I don't know. Why is there a hole in the ground in the middle of Oklahoma?
How did you do all of that in 4 months?
Where's Jim Bell Tyson?
He's still dead.
He's not in the room with all the other derps.
No, it wasn't there because they couldn't get Sam Neill to come back for this fucking awful show.
Yeah.
I think I'm so happy there's only one more episode.
I bet he got a bunch of angry tweets from people that were like, how dare you
You
be in the first episode of this show?
catfished us.
He's like, trust me, I wrote the script.
Yeah.
You don't want me in this
Yeah.
show. I paid off my contract to die in the first episode.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's no answers to any questions. Everything's very frustrating and nobody knows. None of the writers know what they're doing. I think they sit in separate rooms and write episodes that
They each get a character and their characters have to talk to each other, but they're all in separate rooms.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just guess what the other one's saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, we get an episode where all the storylines are finally starting to converge, where you have Travante meeting Anisha, you have Mitsuki meeting Casper.
Mitsuki?
Mitsuki, yeah. We already got Casper meeting Travante, and so like now all the main storylines have at some point come together. But the question is still like, okay, where's this going? Like, why does any of this matter?
I don't know.
The fuck you say, kid?
This is the loathsome show.
Yeah, it is.
Odious even.
Is there anything else?
Well, I wanted to ask you guys, since this is the penultimate episode, what are your predictions for the finale?
The predictions are
Introduce a new character.
That's the key to everything.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And it's go ahead.
I was gonna say the predictions are I push the off button and
never
I go play a video game and I never think about it again.
Yeah. For real. For real, dude. I'm never gonna give this show another thought. Our subscribership would have to like severely go way up.
Don't even put.
And we would just have to get a mountain of like fan mail. Just be like, do Invasion season 3. If there's not
And like 10 more sponsors.
if there's
from
not
Apple.
I need an Apple swag bag
I need an
I want a goddamn-
Apple executive being like, we're going to pay you to keep reviewing this show.
Yeah.
I want a sea hoodie.
I'll think about it.
Here's a bag of money.
Can you make the show better? No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's a bag
I mean,
of
you
money.
understand we're still going to trash it every week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, they're never going to pay
I
us.
think they're definitely going to introduce a new main character that we'll never see again in season 3.
Oh, maybe
And also they're going to set up a new terrible thing that's about to happen.
can Anisha go find her sister and she'd be even worse?
Anisha has a
Oh my
sister?
God. What if they brought back
we'll
piece of
we'll
shit?
just make one.
Yeah, they would just bring
Yeah.
back her husband.
Yeah,
he
bring back
wasn't
her
dead
husband.
all this time.
Yeah, he was down with the bowel movements.
No,
Hanging out.
he found his mistress and they're
Yeah.
raising their daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She was pregnant, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only been 4 months.
That's
She's
what-
still pregnant.
Well,
She's still pregnant.
So she's like 6 now. The kid would be like 6.
She gives birth to a baby. It's like 4 years old. Just like, oh,
Aliens.
Aliens.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Aliens.
Remember the spores?
It don't matter.
Don't matter. Nothing matters.
What about
Turns
the shard?
out they make your jungles gold.
What
It's
about-
actually pretty cool.
Yeah. What about the shard?
The shard's gonna make piece of shit Junior into superhero.
His sister's not affected by it.
So I don't know. Can we stop? Can we talk about?
Yes, we
something
could. Yeah. We could.
So do you guys think that the series is going to conclude next episode, or are they going to leave it open?
Oh, they'll leave it
Oh,
open.
they're
gonna leave it
100%. It's
open.
gonna be super unsatisfying, and it's gonna end on like 7 different cliffhangers that nobody has an idea of how to
I
wrap
just
up.
want Mark Wahlberg to go, oh no.
Oh. No, if
the
they brought
trees,
Mark
you guys.
Wahlberg back,
Uh-huh.
I'm into it. I might watch it.
If Mark Wahlberg was in season 3, you'd watch the
if
show.
Wahlberg was in season 3, I
They're
might
trying
watch
to
it.
honey trap you again.
Because at that point, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
It's over. It's just they
they're
bring,
in on the
like,
joke.
Bring an Optimus Prime in. Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, I got it.
Well,
Yeah.
let me ask you guys this: if at the very end of episode 10, Sam Neill shows up,
Nope.
are we watching
No.
season 3?
Not doing it.
We're not committing to anything. As of right now, it's a hard no matter what you do.
Jude's like, I'm not watching.
Not
season
watching the
3.
show.
Yeah. Well, Schmitty will be here next week.
I'm so excited for Schmitty.
That'll be the best part of this whole entire experience is hanging out with Schmitty
Yeah.
and talking about this show.
Yeah. So glad
Um,
we found him.
Yeah, me too. I just Googled invasion reviews and it was us and him. And I was like, hey,
Oh.
I'm really glad he's good at his job. 'cause-
Hello, neighbor.
Yeah. Howdy ho, neighbor. All right, guys. So tune in for season 2, episode 10, or a final review for this show.
Ever. Fuck this show.
I want,
Don't give
I want
us any-
10 hours of my life back.
I want to watch the bowel movement show. Invasion Bowel Movement.
The spin-off.
The spinoff.
Becomes the Walking Dead franchise.
Yeah. It's just constant spin-offs that go nowhere.
Night of the Invasion.
Invasion. 2 militaries, 1 silo.
It's a
Invasion City.
Flamethrower Gorge. It's just a
The
spin-off.
Battle of Flamethrower Gorge. That's right.
If I were in the military, I'd be so insulted by this show.
Oh, it's awful.
Like as soon as the movement started storming the base, I turned to Judah. I was like, what's the over-under on the U.S. military just surrendering right now?
Yeah.
Those 2 guys did, though.
Yep.
They walk up, they were like, oh, no, never mind.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are serious. Ooh. Better put my gun down. Oh,
Oh,
man.
boy.
Yeah, we're done. All right. So next week, Schmitty's here. We're going to have some fun. Join us. And then that's the last time I ever want to talk about this show. So
Yes.
stay salty. We'll see you guys next week for the final episode. Bye-bye.